Hello, 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 and welcome, family, to Chatting It Up with Mrs. B. I pray that you all are doing well and that blessings are pouring your way. I just want to say first, thank you all for tuning in today to Chatting It Up with Mrs. B. And today, we are going to discuss a few things like what went on with me this week, which isn't really much. I had a pretty like low key week. And then we're going to talk about what's going on in the world around us. It's been a lot of heavy things that happened this week that I just want to touch base on. Not to bring anybody down, but we do need to spread awareness and make sure that we are, not ignoring the things that are happening on. And then there's some good things that happen as well in our culture. So I want to discuss some of those and also touch on some of the little messy drama that's going on as well. But I hope you all are doing good and you are ready to dive in today. So the first thing that I kind of wanted to go over that happened to me this week, which is really crazy. So like over the weekend, I'm just, running my normal errands and doing a few things before I had to work because I do work on Saturdays. And I get home and notice that my whole license plate is missing. Like, I don't know what happened. I don't know who did it. I don't know if it fell off or if it was stolen, which I don't want to just jump to the conclusion that someone stole my license plate, but the whole thing was gone, including the screws. So that was pretty interesting because I had no idea that if someone steals your license plate, you basically have to file a police report, and then that allows you to be able to get a replacement. And I'm guessing that's because they want to make sure that whoever has it will be apprehended. And that makes sense to me, but I just really didn't know what to do. So this was an adventure for me. First time, that this happened. So yeah, that was very interesting. And then after I did get my tag, I literally had to go to Home Depot, honey. And I literally spent like 30 minutes on the aisle with the screws trying to figure out the correct screw to get because I wanted one that had the flat end, and it could have been a Phillips or a flathead for the screw part, but like a flat end, not one that had the like pointed end that is used to pierce like wood or sheetrock or metal or something like that. I wanted the flat end because I knew it just needed to be screwed in. And then I had to find the right diameter. And I don't know measurements for anything. I'm just a girl, honey. I'm just a girl. So that was really hard for me to figure out like what screw I needed. None of the workers were on my aisle. There was a few customers, but I'm not about to bother them because my problem is not their problem, of course. So, your girl was on her own trying to figure it out. And then eventually I I did find the right screw that I needed. It just, took some patience. There was so many sections of screws, like, oh my goodness, like y'all Bob the builders out there, y'all just it's just too much. I don't know how many screws we need in the world, but they had every single size and every single kind, and yeah, it was really a struggle. I posted a little video on my social media just showing my adventure in the Home Depot. Home Depot has everything you need for your home, though. That's one thing I can say about them. It's like whatever you need for your house, they gonna have it for you. So, just go there and walk around the aisles and figure it out and look lost and ask somebody for help. That's what I should have did, but I was being stubborn and trying to do it on my own as usual because that's just how I roll. And I do know that, my husband could have helped me, but I needed to get my tag on like ASAP because I had a little running around to do, and I did not feel comfortable riding around without a license plate because one thing is when you get pulled over by the police, it is like a whole event. Like it ain't no quick like little okay, let me just see what's going on. They gotta go, come to your car first, get your information, go back to their car, sit there for 20 minutes doing whatever they doing in the car, and then coming back to you with a warning or a ticket. Like nobody ain't got time for that because now you wasting my time. I'm trying to get stuff done and I can't because I'm sitting here waiting on you to diddle daddle in your car, taking your little sweet precious time because that's what they be doing. I don't know what they doing in there, but honey, it's not that serious. But, so yeah, I wanted to avoid that, so I just went ahead and did it myself, and your girl did manage to get it all completed. It took me a little time, but, I got my tag put back on, and I'm a little nervous now, not gonna lie, because I hope nobody don't come and get this one, like, please don't do this to me again, like, I don't have time for this. That was such a stressful process because I thought it was gonna take a lot longer. I thought the, police report had to be approved, and, when you go online, it says you have to print the police report, and I didn't have a printable report, and then when I called the police station, they were like, "It could take up to 5 days," and I'm like, "I can't be stuck in the house for 5 days, like, I have stuff to do." I have to take my baby to daycare and pick her up every day and, whatever errands I have to run, like getting dinner and, doing things for my kids. I just can't be like stuck in a house. Even though, I do work from home, I do have to get out and about every day. So it turns out when I called the tag office, they were like, all you need is your report number. You got to fill out an application. And it was only $8. Like, ooh, your girl came out cheap because I'm glad it wasn't no whole ordeal because they be trying to tax you nowadays for every little thing, and nobody ain't got time for that. So, that was really pretty much all that went on for my week. I have been steadily getting presents or the gifts I order for everybody. They've been coming in this week. So it's been really exciting for me to wrap the presents. And I've been so freaking anxious that instead of just collecting everything all together and wrapping it all at once like I normally do, and I usually like wrap everything Christmas Eve so that, it can be like, oh, Santa really came. But my kids are older and I know they don't really believe in Santa like that. Like, I know that I'm not fooling them. And, I was really overzealous this week and just so excited. So, honey, every time a package came, mama was going ahead and wrapping that thing ASAP. No Rocky. So, yeah, I went ahead and all this week was just constantly wrapping gifts. I know my husband thinks that I am over the top because it's literally been packages coming every day, but I can't help that. I order everything together and then it comes when it comes. I'm a real big online shopper. I don't have time to go from store to store. I mean, I could make time, but I don't really want to do that. I just prefer, and I love since the pandemic, like, online shopping has just been a really big thing for me, like, and it's kinda bad because I have no impulse control. I just am literally able to pick up my phone, scroll, find some things I like, and be like, I should order that," or, let me put that in my cart for later." And, so that is a little bit of an issue for me, but I am proud of myself. I really, got almost everybody in the family taken care of, and that's my immediate household family is what I mean. I got everybody a gift or a few gifts, and, I got some things that the kids really, really, really wanted, and they've been wanting for a long time, so I'm very excited for them. Um, and I got some stuff for my baby girl that she didn't know she wanted, but when she opened it, she gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, this is the best Christmas ever." Like, so I'm really proud of myself for, doing my thing for me and my kids this year. And some of my other family members too, I still gotta do some shopping for them, but mainly for me, I like to make sure that my household is taken care of and then I go and get everybody else's things because the last thing I need is some disappointed faces that's staring at me immediately. Everybody else, Imma see them later, but I need to make sure that the people that are here are taken care of. And I am so late. I'm late every year with this, but I do have Christmas pajamas on the way. They have not arrived yet. And I'm really sad because I like to get my, family's Christmas portraits done by Christmas, so that I can post. But, this year, my boys are actually not gonna be with me. They're gonna be with their dad for the whole week of Christmas, and because I'm late with getting, our Christmas, pajamas, I'm not gonna be able to post on Christmas Day, but it's okay because mama don't care. One thing I am gonna do is when they come back, we have to celebrate Christmas anyway. with them. We're gonna open some presents. We're not gonna open everything on Christmas Day just so that we can have some things to open with them when they come home the next week. So we're gonna get in our pajamas and we're gonna take pictures because I take my own pictures. I'm trying to be a photographer too. I'm a girl of all trades. Okay, I be getting it in. Now I am struggling with the photography thing, but I do manage to make it work every year some kind of way. By the grace of God, I know He is, putting His hand on me and flowing through me and helping me to get this done because your girl don't know what she is doing. I've had a digital camera, a DSLR, I think that's what it's called. I've had one of those for, like, I wanna say 6 or 7 years, and I still do not know what I am doing. I'm trying, I'm getting better. I have ups and downs with it, but I really love photography, so that's something I need to really hone in on. I keep saying I'm gonna take some courses, but I never have, like, jumped out and done that. I even got me a part-time photography job that, I do, and I learned a lot from this photography job. It's really awesome, and that's it's like a little gig job that you have momentarily, to, kinda get your feet wet. I am going to possibly look for a more not full time, but I had to look for something that's a little more consistent because this photography job that I'm currently doing, while I love the company I work for and the people are amazing, I need something a little more consistent because I haven't really grown at all like I wanted to with photography. And I would love for that to be a good little side hustle for me. I would love to take sports photos and possibly maybe some, fun outdoor photos. I don't wanna do anything serious like wedding because I don't have time to be ruining anybody's special day, but, maybe some fun, family portraits because I'm getting better at that, and, definitely some action shots, that's what it's called. So I like to do action shots with the sports and things like that for my kids when they are doing activities, so I would love to, be able to do that for like an organization, like they actually hire me to come out and take sports shots, photos of them. That would be really cool. So, yeah, your girl got some work to do, and that is kind of basically where I'm headed in the photography world. But you know, I'm gonna get there. I've been taking my little sweet precious time. Like literally by this time, I probably need to upgrade my camera. But I don't think I'm gonna do that because I need to make some money from it before I actually invest anymore because I invested in a lot. I even had, my husband buy me expensive lens attachments and things like that. And I need to get some money back on my investment before I keep investing. So I'm gonna tough it out with this camera that I have now. I have a Canon, I think it's a T6 or something like that. So yeah, it's a really good camera. Your girl just gotta learn the ins and outs and how to work it. But I am going to make sure that that is a goal for me for 2026. Because yes, I am already going ahead and working on my goals. I don't have them all together yet, but I am working on making sure that there are some things that I'm working on for 2026 to keep me focused and to just make me better. One of them, oh, I forgot. So this week, yeah, I am a licensed mortgage loan officer. And, I didn't, actually get to be a per se loan officer yet. Only thing that I've done so far was a loan officer assistant, which I really loved. I love working in the mortgage industry. I just have been forced out due to the state of the economy. It's not that good right now. So, the rates were high, businesses were closing, so I wasn't able to do it, but I kinda let my, license lapse, so I have been spending this whole week, completing a continuing education course so that in 2026, I can be back to doing what I love doing and not doing things just for money. I also currently have a, property and casualty license for insurance, which, that's not really my favorite, but, I am a jack of all trades, like I said. Like this girl right here be getting it in any kind of way possible. Like whatever I can do, I'ma do it. So that has completed this week as well. So I got that finished, and now I need to start applying to some companies. So wish me luck as I venture out back into the mortgage industry. I pray that I find a company that is, great for my growth. I'm going to learn a lot more than I already know and just excel as, I usually do. But I really, really want to be with the right company. The company I used to work for, they closed down, and it's going to be hard for anybody to follow up with that, but I still want to be with a great company, somewhere I can, feel comfortable enough to grow and learn. So yeah. All right. And so enough about me. That was my week though, and I hope you all had a great week. I hope everything is flowing and moving and pushing for you, and I hope you're not stressed out too much, because life on life, and we can't let stress bring us down, so just remember that.
Hey guys, I have an amazing exclusive deal from Mantra Matcha. This is one of the highest discounts that are out right now for this product. And just for being a valued listener of Chatting It Up with Mrs. B, I'm able to offer you a 15% discount using my promo code Chat with Mrs. B. So head on over to mantramatcha.com to enjoy this premium ceremony of matcha. And let me tell you a little bit about it just to help you understand why this is great. So, Mantra Matcha offers superior premium ceremonial matcha and has 6 superfood infused flavors. It's made from the finest, youngest tea leaves, offering the highest quality, and it has a naturally sweet and smooth taste. With 137 times the antioxidants of green tea, ceremonial matcha promotes heart health and supports liver function. It also improves your mood, it helps reduce stress, and enhances your focus naturally. Now, come on, who doesn't need that? Matcha also boosts your metabolism, it supports weight management, and provides steady energy without jitters. So, to all my coffee haters out there, this will be wonderful for you. Not only that, you're going to get some very good flavors like banana cocoa matcha, strawberry lemon matcha, cinnamon goji berry matcha, superfood berry matcha, ginger beet matcha, and a rose hip dragon fruit matcha. I want me some of that strawberry lemon matcha because I love me strawberry lemon. So, there's so many different ways that you can take this. You can have it hot, iced, or blend it into your smoothies. And if you're like me, I know you're a smoothie girly and love that you can have the versatile wellness boost in any way that you need. And the best part about supporting Mantra Matcha is that they are gonna use every purchase to help support and provide meals to children through No Kid Hungry. So really it's a win-win. You're going to get a boost of energy, you're going to have some unique flavors, you're going to help support liver function for you, and the taste out of this world. Again, make sure you head on over to mantramatcha.com and use my exclusive discount Chat with Mrs. B for 15% off today. I
So on to our next segment, with what happened in the news this week. Like, whew. Okay. So the first story that really, really saddened me that I want to talk about is there was a there's a mass shooting on December 14th at Brown University. Like, my heart goes out to everyone who was involved. There were two students who died, and nine others were injured. And Brown is an Ivy League school, so it's really sad. That people, they worked hard to be there. They really worked hard to be there. In any college, anybody worked hard to be there. But these kids should not have to worry about whether or not somebody is going to pull out a gun and start shooting everybody at any school, elementary, middle, high, college. Like, it is ridiculous. And I really think that, we have to do something as a country to stop these mass shootings. This this shooting is the 75th school shooting in the United States this year. So far, there have been at least 391 mass shootings and 13,929 shooting deaths nationwide. And that's from Gun Violence Archives. Like, that's crazy. Like, people are too quick to pull a gun on somebody and solve an issue or any weapon. Like, what happened to talking it out or even fighting it out? Like, why are we just so quick as a society to pull out a weapon to end someone's life unnecessarily? Like, if you're in danger and you're in fear, I understand defending yourself because that's what they're for. But to just pull it out just anytime, anywhere, any instance, it's really reckless, and they definitely need to start doing some mental health checks on people before giving them guns. Like, that's just what it is. We are the United States and we do deserve the right to bear arms, but we also have to responsibly bear arms. And people need to be really serious about the state of their family members and whether or not they need to be having weapons. Like, everybody is not, equipped to handle that responsibility. They're just not. Just like everybody can't drive and everybody can't, work and be productive, people in society. We just need to understand that there are people who don't need to have guns and they don't need to have access to guns. And that brings me to another story that happened in Australia. Like, there was a shooting at Bondi Beach, and it was a very popular tourist area. And they said that it was basically a terrorist attack by an Islamic State group. Now, I don't know if that is true or not, so don't quote me. And everything is alleged, but that's very sad that you're at a beach and there's a shooting. Like, and they said the suspects were thought to be a father and son duo. Like, what kind of parent teaches their son to go out and kill people? Like, everybody shouldn't be parents. That's very sad. And I just want to, take a moment to pray for everyone who was involved in any of these shootings that's happened recently or any shooting period. Like, I pray for peace for you all. I pray that you don't deal with, trauma for the rest of your life, which, you probably are after dealing with something like that. Like, I just really pray for anybody involved in those situations. And speaking of, you know, um, the next heavy story that happened this week was Rob Reiner and Michelle Reiner were both murdered in their home, and it's thought to have been their own son. He's been arrested and charged with 2 counts of first degree murder for his own parents. Like, I know parents can be annoying, and I know parents can be hard because I'm an annoying parent sometimes, and I'm hard on my kids too. But I just don't understand how you can take the lives of the people who brought you into this world. If you don't want to deal with them, fine. Don't deal with them. Don't never see them again. But to murder your own parents, I really feel like he has some mental issues that are untapped, and parents need to be really honest. I know you love your kids, but at some point you have to love them from a distance because I'm going to tell you, there's none of my kids that I'm going to allow to make me afraid of them in any way. If I got to be afraid of you, then you don't need to be in my presence at all because what are we doing here? What are we just waiting on you to carry out the ultimate, sentence of trying to murder me because I did something that you didn't like and that was the last straw for you. You can't take it. Like, I just don't understand parents who, I know you love your kids, but don't be blind to the fact that they need help. And you trying to coddle them is not going to help them. You being there and being understanding is not going to help them to understand that they need to do better in life. So, you know, that's my little two-bit on that. I'm also praying for their family because they have other kids and it's really about to be hard for them. This is the holidays, like, and these kids are gonna forever remember the other kids. They're gonna forever remember that their sibling killed their parents so close to Christmas. And, that's gonna be hard because how do you go about life, continuing to have a relationship with someone who done something so terrible. And again, he may have mental illness, so they may be able to look over it because of that fact, but that is such a hard pill to swallow for those children because, that's their brother. So, I really hate that for them. But prayers for everyone involved and every soul that was lost this week. I pray that, you were met by our ultimate creator at the heavenly gates. And so let's move on to something a little more light. I have been, trying to make sure that I also promote some of the things that I enjoy in life. So, right now, I want to take a moment to introduce you to a new product that I'm currently exploring and loving.
Hey, y'all, guess what? I have something amazing for my listeners. So, Strong Coffee Company has hooked each of my listeners up with an exclusive 20% off at Strong Coffee Company. All you got to do is use my promo code Chat with Mrs. B, and you get an exclusive offer that nobody else can get. So, hey, hurry up and enjoy their strong coffee company's black instant blend and lattes. Both of these feature organic coffee, protein, MCTs, and adaptogens for sustained energy and mental clarity. And again, this is an exclusive discount for my listeners. This is going to help you promote better sleep, have better mental clarity, and it's also eco friendly and sustainable practices that they use with making this. So it's ideal for those who are seeking a healthier coffee alternative. And I know that all of us can use a pick me up right now. The holidays are close. We're stressed out about bills. We're stressed out about what we're going to be able to do for our families. So why not sit back, relax, and enjoy a cup of strong coffee from this amazing company? Experience better productivity and focus so that you can tackle whatever comes your way throughout the day. And their lattes combine protein, collagen, and hyaluronic acid with healthy fats. This is a delicious taste that rivals traditional coffee. So make sure that you head on over to strongcoffeecompany.com/discount/chat with Mrs. B for your exclusive 20% off today. All right, until later, y'all. Hope y'all enjoy.
All right, y'all. So, your girl is wanting to hit on some little celebrity stuff. Like, what is going on with the people that we, look at online and, listen to and all of that. So, this week on the Breakfast Club, because, I'm a Breakfast Club girly, they had a very special guest on there, and it is the king of the South, Mr. Tip himself. He graced the Breakfast Club this week to talk about his new comedy special. And I'm so proud of Ti because I love when artists don't only focus on, being an artist, but they take their career in other areas and, try to do other things because Ti has already mastered the rap and hip hop world. Like he is an amazing artist. We can put on any of his music today and be vibing just like it came out yesterday. Like, so he's untouchable in that sense. But he has a new comedy special coming out called Cheaper Than Therapy. It is scheduled to be released on Christmas Eve. And his comedy special is going to be on his own platform. Only $5, I believe, 4.99, something like that, but I am so excited. I cannot wait to tune in. I haven't really looked at any of his previous comedy stand-ups and anything like that. But I'm excited to check this out. I am going to be supporting him because I am proud of him for pivoting and just trying something new. And I love the title Cheaper Than Therapy because, whew, like there are some things that can help you and that are cheaper than therapy. And comedy is one of them. Like that is something I really lean on whenever I'm feeling down is getting me a good laugh and a good kiki, honey, because comedy really feeds your soul. It really brings you out of whatever you may be going through. So I'm all here for it. It does release on Christmas Eve, and you are able to pre-order it as well. The website is tipaintfunny.com. That's TIPAINTFUNNY.com. I love that for him because a lot of people doubted him and they really thought that he wasn't going to be able to do his thing in the comedy world, but I'm glad that he is pushing forward and not letting the naysayers bring him down, because if you don't ever try things and you're never going to know whether or not you're good at them. So, kudos to him for finding a new passion and just going forward head on. Um, and in other news, we have another documentary. Oh my gosh, so excited because we just getting all the crazies out the way. So, Kanye West has a documentary coming out. It was directed by Nico Ballesteros. It's released already, and it's called In Whose Name. I believe it's already released. Let me see. So, it says released in late 2025, so I'm guessing it is already out. I definitely need to check that out. But it's supposed to be a deep dive into the extremes, brilliance, mental health struggles, and family life, and all of his controversies. Ooh, the big old word, controversies that he's been dealing with, over the last few years. And I'm all here for it. It's like over 3,000 hours of footage, and Kanye West is a brilliant genius, also a train wreck. So I hope he's able to get himself back on track. I know he's dealing with a lot of mental issues, and he has a bipolar disorder, and he's struggled, but I hope he's able to pull it together for his kids, especially. I hope that he can have good people around him that can just keep him focused and make sure that, he does his very best and puts his best foot forward at all times. And oh, and I also want to shout out some good news. I guess it's good news because there's mixed reviews on this. Some people like it, some people are like, nah, I'm not here for it. But I do want to say congratulations to Mariah the Scientist and Young Thug on their engagement. Kudos to you all for making it work. I'm not here to crap on anybody's happiness. If y'all want to be together, then I hope y'all able to be together. And I want to say congratulations on your engagement and wishing you all nothing but love and blessings as you embark on this new journey. I know this wedding about to be off the chain if it happens. Not saying that it's not, but I'm just saying, if the wedding happens, it is going to be off the chain. So, kudos to you all. Okay. So, I don't want to keep on talking about a lot of messy, messy drama, but I just can't resist the story. So, Tia Kemp, aka Yanti, and Peach McIntyre, who I just really don't care for her too much, but I love Tia Kemp down because she is so funny and she is real. And no, she's not perfect. Nobody's perfect, but she is hilarious. And the two of these ladies have unfortunately gotten into some kind of battle, about who started what first and all of that, which, who really cares? These two ladies are out here getting their money by charging stylists to promote them on social media. And, I've talked about this before with Peach, and I think that, it's awesome that you're able to, gain money that way. And you're also helping other creators to gain views and to, increase their popularity. But I saw this video on YouTube, and Tia went ham on Peach McIntyre. Like, she went so hard on that girl. I wanted to know if she was okay. Because Peach is a ghetto hot mess. She really thinks that she's like doing something by having all these kids by a man that does not work. And whatever works for your family. But I don't know how she can feel, any pride in that situation. Like, you are literally taking care of a man who refuses to work. He has other kids outside of your relationship. And she thinks that it's a flex that, that all her kids got the same daddy. And Imma tell all y'all women one thing. That's not the flex that you think it is. I'd rather have a million different dads, and I'm not saying that literally because I'm not gonna have a million different dads, but I'd rather have multiple dads than to stick around and have a baby with the same loser over and over and over again. I'm just not gonna do that. My daughter's dad, my oldest daughter, her dad is I don't even wanna really talk about him, but I wouldn't dare do that again. I did it to myself one time, I would not dare do it again, just to make sure that my kids have the same daddy. Like, how low is your self-esteem that that is what matters the most to you in life? Like, so I don't know why she feels like that's a flex, but Tia read her for filth because why are you out here having 9 kids by this broke that can't really do nothing for you or them kids that you gotta take care of? So, I just really don't understand. But I'm gonna tell y'all one thing that y'all better know is don't bother Tia Kemp. She is like 50 Cent cousin or something. They related in some kind of way because they don't let up on you. They are not gonna just sprinkle a little bit of dust on it. They gonna keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on. You're not gonna be able to get them to leave you alone. So the best thing to do is to not bother them in the first place. I want Bad Body Peach, or as Yanti has so affectionately named her, Pumpkin Patch. I want her to sit down somewhere. Like she really be doing the most. I'm really embarrassed by her. She thinks that she what she's doing in life is, the greatest. And she's really it's really embarrassing to have this black woman on TV trying to represent us in any kind of way. Like I'm glad that she has her success, but I want her to do something else with her life besides being ghetto and ratchet and promoting her ghetto-ness and ratchetness online. Like I'm just really tired of that being something that is popular in our culture. It's really demeaning to us because I know everybody in every culture, they have their little ghetto ratchetness, but I just don't like it as a black woman. There's nothing about, Peach, AKA Pumpkin Patch, that makes me feel pride in being a black woman. Nothing at all. Not anything that she does, not any way that she moves brings me any kind of pride. So I just wish that we would stop supporting foolishness. And that's that on that. I ain't got nothing else to say regarding any of that. But I want to shout out 50 Cent again as usual because 50 Cent is my dog in my head. That's my dog. And I don't understand why so many people are coming at him about this dang on documentary like that he did about Diddy. Leave 50 Cent alone. You let all these other people, like Uncle Charlotte said, all these white people done did documentaries about Diddy and it's okay. But when another black man executive produces a documentary about Diddy, now everybody like, oh, I don't think he should have did that. I don't think he should have did this. And like Uncle Charlotte said, ain't none of y'all speaking out about these victims. Don't nobody care what Diddy did to any of his victims. All they care about is that 50 Cent is talking about it. Like we so backwards as a people. Like I don't really understand how there's not more outrage about what Diddy did to us, and I don't mean us, but I mean our people. Like there should be outrage about how he treated those that trusted him and that worked for him. And there's just no comments about that. You don't see that at all. The only things that you're gonna hear in the media is, oh, 50 Cent shouldn't have did that. Why would 50 Cent do that? 50 Cent gonna get his karma. 50 Cent this, 50 Cent that. Like, no, I am glad that 50 Cent is, calling Diddy out because whether or not he has a beef with him or not, I don't see how the rest of these celebrities that know the things that Diddy did are just sitting around and being okay with it. This man has stole from many people. He's tortured people, he's threatened them, he's put fear in their heart. He's just terrorized everybody. And it's like people like, "Oh, well, because he a black man, we can't say nothing because we can't tear the black man down." It's not about tearing a black man down. It's about accountability. And if we don't hold Diddy accountable for what he did, then there's going to be other Diddies. Diddy ain't going to stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Okay? It's not going to stop if we don't hold him accountable and let everybody know that this kind of behavior is not going to be okay and we're not going to tolerate that. So, you know, I don't know. We got to do better as a people. We really got to do better because there are so many other communities who stick together and build each other up, and where we're okay with tearing each other down and allowing it to happen just because we don't want to talk about each other in a negative light. No, we need to call these people out because we shouldn't be doing this to each other. We should be building generational wealth together. We should be looking out for each other, and we should be reaching back and pulling everybody up with us, not tearing people down so that we can remain higher than everybody else. So I'm really sick of that premise that we have out here that, we got to turn a blind eye to when we do things wrong in order to not tear each other down. But you tearing other black people down in the process. It ain't like he was doing things to other people that was wrong. And we like, oh, well, that ain't got nothing to do with us. No, it was our own people. Like, we are so detrimental to ourselves. Like, it does not make any sense. And I just hope that we can learn how to be better and do better in the end. But I'm gonna get off my rant. I'm gonna get off my soapbox because you know what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to, get too deep into that. But I do need to give a few shout outs this week. Okay, so this week we had some birthdays. My auntie Yvette, her birthday was this week, December 14th. And then also my bestie, who love you, girl. Her birthday was the 16th, and she has now joined the 40/40 club. Holler at your girl. I'm so proud. And I just want to say happy birthday to you, ladies. I love y'all so much. I hope that y'all had a wonderful birthday this week, and more life, more life, more life to you all. One thing I need to do though, I gotta get some working on some more interviews with family and stuff. Like, I want to get my best friend on here. She don't know it yet, but this is me calling her out. Hey bestie, I am coming for you to be a special guest on my podcast. We can do an interview or we can talk about, whatever you want to talk about. But I need my bestie on this podcast with me because we're gonna talk for hours. I know it's gonna be a bomb episode. And also, I need some other family members to bring their tails on up to this forefront because I need y'all to get in line and get these interviews in, okay? Because I said that we were going to do this and we're going to do this. And this is our form of therapy that we ain't going to never go to. So I'm going to make sure and I'm going to force it on you. No, I'm just playing. I'm not going to force it. But I need my family to come on, y'all. Come on and get on the Chatting It Up with Mrs. B podcast so that we can, learn all the things about you and, put it out for the world. But anyway, I just want to again thank you all for tuning in today with your girl, Mrs. B, on Chatting It Up with Mrs. B. I really want to just, tell you all that I thank you all for always listening. And I hope that your week is wonderful. I will join you next week to go over everything that has happened, going forward. And I pray that, again, that you are all doing well and that blessings are pouring your way. And, holla at your girl. If you see me out in these streets, check out my social media platforms. This podcast is on all streaming platforms. We're on iHeart, we're on Spotify, we're on Apple, we're on Amazon, and I also am on YouTube. So you got so many different ways to stream and support. Make sure that you are tuning in. I'm trying to run these numbers up, and I got enough family members that I should have a ton of listeners every single week. So I'm gonna need y'all to pull through for your girl, and just come on and listen in to me. Anyway, enough of my rant. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week coming ahead, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.